Good morning, everyone. It's your girl Tanya, Lady T, and yes, this is another edition of All Aboard. That's right, it's Lady T Drive Time. So let's get on this train. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's your girl Tanya, Lady T, and it's Lady T Drive Time. Listen, I'm just sitting here waiting on my car to heat up, and just show y'all the eye makeup look of the day. Just gold and brown. Because I'm on the prowl. I got my leopard print outfit going on today. But anyway, just wanted to come in real quickly as I'm waiting for and of course my cat eye glasses to match. And just wanted to come in real quickly and just talk to y'all about needs and wants. You know, the Lord is so awesome, y'all. I'm going to tell you, I love him so. And it's so important to me to continually have a relationship with him. Not as a God, as a gimme, gimme, gimme God. Having that gimme mentality. But truly knowing he is my Father. And I am his child. And anything that I go to him in prayer, and if it lines up within his will, he is faithful and just to do that for me. However, just like with anything, it's your approach. I think about in life, and again, all this comes to me during my study time. I think about in life, whether it be your children, a good friend, a confidant, whatever the situation is, whoever's in your circle, whoever's in your life, whether it be co-workers or whatever, we have to watch our approach. And I know that God, he don't have time to shuck and jive, even though he created all of us in his image. So we have our personalities. That's just, it is what it is. But I also think about, when we approach God, we have to be careful and sensitive on the delivery in which we ask. Because when we're asking for something for him, or we go boldly before his throne in prayer, are we asking for our wants, or are we asking for our needs? Because we know his word tells us he shall supply all of our needs according to his riches and glory. But we still have to know how to approach him and deliver that request unto him. And again, I'll go back to friends, family, loved ones, associates, acquaintances, co-workers. When you're approaching somebody or asking them a question, or you're needing help concerning something, don't you feel like whenever you're asking somebody something, it's the way you ask? You can't come off all functified and jacked up, because you might get a functified, jacked up response, and then there becomes a rift. But I thank God that God is not like man. Whew, because I mean, you know what? We would all be in trouble. But I still think it's important that we reverence him, that we don't just go to him with a bunch of crazy, ridiculous wants that don't even line up for his will for our lives. So anyway, in my study time, you know, I thought about that thing. I said, you know, when we call upon Jesus, we say, Jesus, Jesus, I need you to do this. Or we're saying we need him to do something, but is it really a want? Is it just something we want him to do? And I can just, you know, when I study, I think about all the different people that sat around the gates, whether they were lepers or people in bondage, people that were blind, or whatever, they need to be healed of a disease. And they would sit around for hours, you know, either begging or asking for this and for that. And, you know, a lot of times Jesus, you know, one time Jesus asked a man, he said, you know, do you really want to be healed? And I think about that too, because a lot of times, okay, I'll use myself as an example. Tanya, you need to lose some more weight. Okay, I go in my secret closet, I cry, I tell the Lord, you know, it's so hard for me to give up this or give up that and all this, but Lord, you got to help me renew my mind about food. So I go into my secret closet, or I go into prayer and ask the Lord, about helping me in that situation. But what do? I turn around and eat a whole pizza. And I'm just being real. Or half a pizza, or however you want to put it. Or I'll go and buy a box of Little Debbie snack cakes and eat the whole box within an hour. I mean, you know, stuff like that. So the very thing that we go to God to help us do or conquer or achieve, we're doing the very opposite of what he could do to help us. So a lot of times, Jesus asked me that question. He said, "Well, Tiny, do you really want to lose weight? Do you really?" And you know, I'm thinking, yeah. Okay, well then shut your mouth, Tiny, and quit all that eating. Because that's the only way you're going to get it off of you. So, for me, it's a weight issue, and among other things. To you, it might be finances. Oh, Lord, help me get out of debt. I need to get out of debt. But then what do? Every time we get a little more credit line on our credit card, or we living above our means, we know our rent is due, but we go and spend $400 worth of whatever, and you behind the 8 ball all the time. So if we really go into God in prayer and we need a certain thing done in our lives, don't thwart the very hand of God by doing what's contrary to what you're going to him in prayer about. And so I just wanted to speak that, because I have to sometimes speak things too. Because you can speak the word and so you can hear it. Because faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So a lot of times we can read it, but a lot of times I have to speak that word out so that I can start to make a difference in my life. And like I said, our approach is so important when we go before the throne of grace. He says to come to the throne boldly, but we still got to know how to approach, in my opinion, from my understanding. So anyway, I just wanted to just talk to y'all this morning about needs and wants. And when we go to the Lord in prayer, we should truly be approaching him and asking him to fulfill a need. And then the question that he may turn back and ask you is, do you really need me to do this? Do you really want to be healed? Do you really want to move forward? Because a lot of times if we sit back and talk and complain about doing this and that and the other, but what are we doing to make a change to make that need be fulfilled? So anyway, again, let me get ready to go. My car is now warmed up, but I just wanted to talk to y'all about that this morning. I hope this was helpful, because it definitely was help to me in my study time. So anyway, this is LadyT DriveTime, and I'll see you on the next video. God bless you, and may the peace of the Lord be with you. Bye-bye.